Hey everybody, welcome back to another Dark Avengers comic book review. We got a ton of comic books that were released this week, the week of February 16th, 2011. Got a 10-issue Spawn collection update for you guys, which is going to be slowing down pretty soon, as a matter of fact. Get into that later. One out of the two books I have left for Radical, for my Radical pick this week. Next week will be the last book from Radical that I have. I've started reading it. Not that Radical has, but that Radical has sent me thus far. I have a 2-volume trade paperback, a series I'd like to get into really quickly, not too in depth with it. And also, you guys know my panel: Kevin, Joe, Amber, who has 4 comics she's going to be reviewing that are old, including a new comic that was released this week, Vampirella #3, which I've kind of given up.
Which will make 5 for me reviewing.
Yes, good. You can do math very well. Anyway, and I've given up on the series so far, so she's going to be reviewing Vampirella from now on until she gives up on the series, if she gives up on the series at some point. And you guys know my cameraman Mike, been here since episode 1, so yeah, you guys know him pretty well by now. Okay, first off, let's get into Radical. I told you guys I was going to be reviewing this last week. I had to finish reading it, finally finished reading it. It's been a busy week of work, man. I'm lucky I had time to read anything this week. Hercules and Isaac Kush. I knew I was going to say this, but it's 10 out of 5, just like the first book. In this book, they're in Egypt, and Hercules and his group of people, they are in Egypt. They were abducted in the very beginning of the book by pirates. Their ship explodes. Or sinks. It sinks, explodes, it blows up. It's no more. It ceases to be. It's gone. Kaboom. It goes kaboom. In a nice big... Let's show you the picture, because the artwork and it looks different, but it doesn't really look that bad. It goes kaboom. Okay?
Boom.
I don't know how to say it in any better language. So they end up...
It's on fire!
They end up seeing a group of bandits attacking a... I don't know what you would call them, but they're attacking people, and Hercules goes and saves them, thinking that maybe he can get work. Turns out the bandits are a society known as the Knives of Kush, thus the title. And so Hercules and his group of people bring, it's a princess. It turns out it was, she was going to to the Pharaoh, and they go to the Pharaoh, and the Pharaoh appoints them the princess's personal guards, which of course towards the middle of the book epically fails, but Hercules wanted to work to join the army anyway to stop the Knives of Kush and the sorcerer who has lightning powers. Like I said in last week's review, you don't want to put lightning up against the son of Zeus, because then this happens. After reading the book, I finally realized, hold on, keep going. You know, you can't hurt the god of thunder's lightning son with lightning.
Ew.
What?
Did the princess die?
No, there's actually a weird twist with the princess that I don't want to say in this review because I want you guys to read the book and I do not want to give away the ending. But there is a huge twist that and I'm a comic book reader and I see a lot of things coming. I didn't even see what happened towards the end of this. When I'm done reviewing, you can look at it. I didn't even see the end of this book coming until it actually hit. But in the end, we actually found out, I felt sad. You find out that Tedious and... apparently, I don't think he's dead, but they kind of make a reference, like some mummy woman is looking into the future, and she proclaims that there was the war and Tedious somehow died. Titus, Tedious, whatever. Do I look Greek to you? But it was really good. I hope she's wrong.
You need to be tedious when you say the Greek name.
I'm going to tediously hit you in the head. That's what I'm going to do. But yes, this book is a 10 out of 5. Put your hand down. She's like a little girl. This book is a 10 out of 5 stars. Amazing. I love the Hercules series as much as I love the Aladdin series. Will you put your hand away? You're really starting to annoy me.
I want the book.
And I would absolutely both books recommend. If you're going to get anything from Radical, now that I've read 90% of the books thus far, you want Aladdin. Number 1, I've gotten a few people that have messaged me saying that they were very, that they agreed and they were very happy that I suggested that book. Aladdin is definitely number 1. Number 2 and 3, Hercules. And if you guys are interested in vampires and zombies, FVZ.
Don't forget Legends!
Legends, of course. If you're into anything sick and twisted, I was going to say that after FVZA. Get FVZA, and if you guys like some twisted tales, check out Legends. It's an awesome hardcover.
I can
Now
read
here.
this. Thank you.
So Radical Publishing has not let me down in any books. I've just, out of all the books I haven't liked, I didn't like one of them. I wasn't really interested in one of them. Which is, it says a lot because you see me complain about a lot of comic books. So next week, guys, the last book from Radical. Alright, let's get into my Spawn collection. 10 issues. And it's the entire 70s run. Issue 71. The reason I didn't show you guys anywhere from issues 1 through 69 or issue 70 is because basically that's a lot of issues. And I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and watch me go through 70 somewhat issues. So now I'm going up by the 10 since I've got the first couple. Issue 71's here. 72. 73, I should have put 70 here, but oh well. 74, I like this cover. 75, this cover was pretty hard to find actually. This issue was hard to find. 76, 77, they actually made a figure, or a McFarlane, what do you call it, toy company made a statue of this. This issue is really, this is a sellout issue because of the cover. 78, 79, and issue 80.
Well, your Spawn collection is coming along very well.
I'm going to make it to issue 100.
Yeah.
I know I am. Because I can find... Now, here's the thing. I have all the 70s. Next week, I'm going to have all the 80s. The week after that, however, when I'm doing the 90s, most of it I'm going to be probably ordering from Amazon because Midtown does not have any of the 90s. A couple of hundreds here and there, sporadic numbers. And then
they made 200, right?
I've got from 200 on, but getting from 200 back to 100... It's gonna be a pain in the ass after that. Now, 2 trade paperbacks that I got this week. Haunt #1 and Haunt #2, which has now caught me up to Haunt. It recommended to me. And somebody actually commented, if I don't like a lot of talking and not that much action, I won't like it. Very true. But I'll tell you guys the truth. And you guys know me, I like action more than just sit around bullshitting for a while. This is good. It's good bullshitting.
A good storyline.
Alright, I'm going to tell you real briefly, because I read through these briefly, because I just got these yesterday. You find out that Daniel and his brother Kurt don't get along. Kurt is alive in the first issue, apparently. I know I reviewed issue 13 already without knowing anything. So, Kurt dies, and then his ghost goes to his brother Daniel, and for some reason learns how to possess him, and the end of the first issue is like this. That's what Haunt is created. Turns out that later on, Haunt joins a secret society which Kurt was a part of, and they're going after this guy. And it turns out that there's a whole lot of stuff going on. It turns out that Daniel was in love with Kurt's wife before they got married. And then after Kurt died, Kurt admitted to Daniel that he cheated on his wife with this girl. And he was going to leave his wife and be with this woman after his last mission, which he didn't survive. And yeah, there's a lot of brother versus brother here. There's a lot of conflict, and then in the end, basically, just Haunt pulls through, and they're part of the secret society.
Sounds like a movie more than like a...
It's really good. No, I'm surprised I let this go. I actually heard from a few people it wasn't good, and that's why I didn't grab it. But now I feel bad that I didn't grab the first couple issues. That's the first one. Then in the second one, it's the second mission, and it's more of, let's see, I just want to make sure I got this right. Yeah, Kurt, oh no, this is where the training starts actually, where the training starts in the secret society, and now he's a part of the secret society here. Here he just gets the job in the very end, because of he's impressed the people there, and this is where he's actually got his first mission and everything. He trains, and Daniel's explained to Kurt's wife what he really was, and I'm trying to give you guys a brief because, like I said, these are issues that are way, way back when. Would I suggest this series? Absolutely. Trade paperback #1 was very cheap on Midtown. Trade paperback #2 just came out. Haunt #2 trade paperback just came out, I believe, 2 weeks ago. Not hard to find. Really great story, and yeah, it ends with what's coming in. What came in the last week's issue, the red thing that's going to be plaguing Daniel and Kurt, and now Kurt has somehow disappeared.
Pretty creepy.
Really great stuff. Robert Kirkman also does Walking Dead, which I like. And you guys know how I feel about Todd McFarlane with, yes, really good. Absolutely would recommend Haunt, and absolutely would recommend Spawn, the early years. The new years I'm getting used to, and that's probably because I was not around between issue 101 to 199, and there were obviously a lot of changes between 101 and 199 because it does not remind me at all of Spawn 100, number 1 to Spawn 100 at all. This stuff, I understand. This new stuff, a lot must have happened between those 100 issues, and it has. There was a whole series called Endgame. I have no idea what happened there. So that probably changed the entire
Eventually you'll fill in the gaps.
story. Oh yeah, of course, at some point. The trade paperbacks are just ridiculous right now when it comes to Spawn. Alright, getting into this week's comic books. First off, I'm not going to be reviewing this, just want to throw it out there. Darkwing Duck number 9 was released, and Steelbeak is back in this beginning of the
Just gotta ask you, he's still running after those supervillains, isn't he?
Of course he is. He's Darkwing freaking Duck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole review for that anyway, really, when you think about it.
Of course. Okay guys, I said I was going to get this, and I did. Infestation Sketchbook. This came out a few weeks ago. This was an incentive that came out right before Infestation. Really awesome stuff. It's the size of a comic book, but it's not actually like a comic book. It actually is,
Sketchbook.
I hate the princess.
Amber, don't say anything.
I'm just saying I hate the
The
princess.
sketchbook opens up like this. Cool. I think it's pretty epic seeing a zombified Optimus Prime.
What?
Weird.
Zombified.
Optimus Prime is
This book shows all the characters in the
But zombies are
the 3 issues as zombies. You know Stay Puft
Who?
from Ghostbusters.
That's
1.
cool. I love zombies.
Who?
Stay Puft from
The Stay
from,
Puft Marshmallow Man.
Ghostbusters number 1.
Who?
She's
Never
awesome.
seen it.
Oh, no? Oh, never mind. What you do?
How are you in this panel? You never even saw Ghostbusters.
Marriage?
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Yeah, marriage. That's right.
Then marriage.
You're lucky you're married to me. I've got to catch you
No,
up on a lot of things.
I said the marriage, so I.
He doesn't know anything at all. He's just a gamer.
No,
He's just sitting here to humor us.
You're a comic book reader.
This is a comic book site.
Okay.
Yes, we're in the right place. Infestation Transformers number 2. Amazing. In the end, one Transformer doesn't come back.
What?
One Transformer doesn't come back.
It's not
I forgot her name.
It's not
Fudge.
Bumblebee, right?
No, it's not Bumblebee. Bumblebee lives! You and Bumblebee. Oh. I gotta think of this girl's name. I'm sorry, guys.
I like
so bad at these
Bumblebee.
names.
Bumblebee.
That's nice artwork.
This artwork is amazing. I'm gonna try to find something.
She's got fangs.
Yeah,
I
she's
saw
a
fangs.
vampire. I'm trying to find her name really quickly. Oh, Bayonet or Brit. That's the vampire girl. It tries to open up a portal to Cybertron because she wants to infect all the Decepticons and Autobots. And in the end, one of the Autobots, the one that she's enslaved, screw it. His name is Cup. She enslaves Cup. I don't care about this anymore because nobody really reads this anyway. Cup, that's this old guy. Cup is this Transformer. He's one of the older Autobots. You stop that. And he actually changes it and teleports them all, her and the zombies, to the dead, what's it called? The dead universe. And that's it. There's no life, no nothing.
I bet you that's the planet that Dark Mike is from.
Possibly. This
The
is what
dead
gets
planet.
me. This is what gets me. In the end, it says to be continued in Infestation 2, which is true. That's where the whole series is going to conclude. But then in this issue, Galvatron mentions something called the Heart of Darkness. If you would like to know more about the Heart of Darkness, it says Transformers are continued in Transformers Heart of Darkness, and there's a big advertisement for it. So who knew? Who knew they weren't going to try to capitalize on this series by making another series?
Another series.
And another series after that. And it's by the same people that brought you Transformers Infestation. Who didn't see that coming?
You're not going to continue it.
Oh, yes, I am.
You what?
I love this artwork and I love Transformers. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Heart of Darkness now.
You should know I'm sure they have their following. People have to read it.
Dude,
Everything
G.I. Joe has a following. Transformers have a following. Star Trek doesn't have an ongoing, as far as I know. I think they do. They might. I don't know. And Ghostbusters only has the specials.
Yeah,
So.
unfortunately.
And finally, from Boom, issue 5 of Soldier Zero.
I like Radical.
It doesn't. You know, this issue kind of annoys me. It doesn't take up where the last issue left off. In the last issue, Soldier Zero had that security guard in the chokehold. In this issue, he didn't have that. It actually starts off after what had happened already. It just shows a reporter talking about the dead police officer. And I know that it explains what happened, but it would have been nice to actually see...
Have it take up where it left off?
Yeah, exactly. And then,
like
even if
right
it
away?
was one page and Soldier Zero disappeared and then just come to this. But that's the only gripe I have. Then, moving on, there's a new villain introduced called Application 9, which is this guy, who walks around and looks like he's carrying an Apple iPhone. That's this thing.
Mm.
And every time he wants to do something, it's a different app number. Like, to change into this woman, that's app 16. And his whole goal is to find Soldier Zero and apparently,
Destroy him.
no, take the suit.
Oh.
And,
So still destroy him to take the
yeah, and Stu's brother actually says, I want, he lost his arm in the last issue, as we said. And also the other soldiers are back and they possess dogs this time. I thought this was pretty awesome. I want to show that picture. And he's like, you have to give me the suit. You don't even want it. I want my arm back. This is like that post-arm loss thing. So he wants his, he wants to be the Soldier Zero. And Stewart's like, no, you can't have it. And he's like, where are you going? You give me that thing, Stewie. And he's like, I told you no. Using it again, no one's using it again. It's too dangerous. I'm going to go to the authorities and surrender it. And then he's like, oh, no. So I have a feeling there's going to be some kind of conflict between Stewart and his brother now because his brother lost his arm. And then he gets attacked by the app guy and to be continued.
That's cool. The suit don't have to worry about Nolan now.
I think there's one of two ways they can go with this. Either Stewart's brother can somehow find another soldier costume and go against him and be one of his villains, or Stewart's brother can snap out of his post-arm loss thing and still work with Stewie and just apologize and say, you know, I was just lost. I really was just upset and, you know, in like a traumatic state and I got desperate and it was my fault. I'm sorry. That's the two ways I see they can go with Stewart's brother. Absolutely amazing series. I love all three. I can't pick. I cannot pick which series I like more. But they're all interlocked, so I can say I like all three equally because they're all in the same universe and they all take place around the same time. And before we get into the big two, I'm going to turn it over to Amber early, who's going to start with Vampirella apparently, and then she's going to go into her other 4 comics. So Amber, take it away, and I can relax.
Yay! Okay. So, in this Vampirella issue, and I don't know why he doesn't like it, I said
I couldn't grip it. I didn't say I didn't like it. I don't like it. It's not my type of thing. I didn't say it was bad. I just don't like it, personally.
Yeah, that's true. But still, I love it.
Do you like The Walking Dead?
Sort of, yeah.
Do you like Infestation?
No.
There you go.
Anyway.
I rest my case.
You remember that whole fight between Vampirella and that
should
princess
remember
person?
it.
Or the lady who looked like a princess because she was all dressed up and shit.
Oh, you mean the rural-looking woman with the hand with the...
Yeah. In this issue, Vampirella actually kills her completely, and the girl that she was trying to kill, that girl, the one with the green hair that we left off at the last time, yeah. Well, Vampirella saves her life, and she was scared as shit, and so Vampirella went into her mind and completely made her believe in her, and everything like that. So it was really epic. Then Vampirella gets confronted with Dracula, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that guy was Dracula?
Yes!
He doesn't look like the kind of Dracula I was thinking of.
Yeah, but those are vampires.
Dracula. Okay.
I got bored by the end, maybe that's why.
This was kind of the really gross picture that I did not like at all. It's the worm that infected that girl. Okay? But What it comes down to is Vampirella may have to actually battle that thing. So, I guess we'll be back in the next part.
Yeah, I'll buy it. I'll buy it for you. Don't worry about it.
We'll be back in the next
No,
part.
we still have 9 minutes. You have 9 minutes. Go ahead, go. If you get interrupted, you just stop. Well, I'll put this with Soldier Zero and all the others, and you can just suggest them.
Okay, now. This one is possibly my favorite out of the Lady Death. Maybe because it's chromium and the
So you
fact
have
that
4
it's
Lady
very
Deaths
cool.
here.
Yes. Right. Check this out.
That goes very well with your chromium card.
Yes, it does. Pretty much what happens in this is Purgatory.
Who's this girl?
Yes.
Not to be confused with the actual place Purgatory.
No, Purgatory contacts the god of hell and he takes her in, she sucks his blood, then gets shot into another place. She and Lady Death battle and, well, I think this one ends.
To be continued.
Yes, to be continued, but I want to make sure. Yeah. Purgatory masks herself as Lady Death's mother who was killed when she was a little girl. And then it's to be continued with Purgatory trying to drink Lady Death's blood. Okay.
Everybody wants to be Lady Death, but I'll be damned.
Just a little
In the
twisted.
current day Lady Death, she's lost her powers already. That's the only kind of weird thing I see with this.
No, these are older ones. She's pretty.
And this is when she was in Chaos Comics. Now it's Boundless Comics.
Yeah.
Also, just a cool.
Yeah, somebody else took over.
Probably why it's
This
different.
one, okay. Pretty much how it begins and ends. She is the ruler of hell. And she's battling pretty much throughout this thing. This is when she first gets her powers. Okay? So
So it's
they...
an origin kind of thing.
Yeah, this is kind of when she... Hold on, I'll show it back. Right here. When she and the 4 girls that are with her first get their powers, including her older sister. Okay? Whom she is pretty much bashing the entire time. It's pretty good though. I can't really go into extreme, you know... what's the word?
Details?
Yeah, detail. The tape got stuck to the comic.
Oh man, just watch you put that away. So basically, she's like the devil of hell.
No, she's the ruler of
Oh,
hell.
so the devil, like. Think
No,
about
she.
it.
No.
You can't get that comic.
Alright.
The tape did not want to let go of
Wait,
the comic.
Could you hurry up with these already, Amber? She's
Really
gonna
quick
kill
question. The
us.
ruler of hell, so she's evil then.
This is a
No, she's good.
Oh,
She's
okay.
good.
Apparently hell is good.
Oh, hell.
She
is
get-
good.
no.
Okay.
She got stuck in hell. The guy said she couldn't return to Earth while people are still
Oh,
living there.
okay.
So she became the ruler of hell, where she killed almost everybody there.
Okay.
This comic, okay, this one that Mike is now looking at, okay, it goes through pretty much, hold on, what was it? This is where she's talking about the guy, the ruler, or was the ruler of hell, the one that Purgatory had sucked his blood. Yeah, his name is Lucifer. Lucifer, okay?
Yeah, we all know who Lucifer is.
Mm.
This one pretty much tells you the tie between her and Evil Ernie. I don't know if you guys have heard of Evil Ernie.
Yeah, we don't.
But Purgatory
Sure.
severs that connection. He's been trying to contact her. He can't. Purgatory has severed that connection and is now trying to control Lady Death. She's turning all of her...
I'll do it.
No. She's turning all of her her memories and twisting them, trying to make her believe that she's bad. And the one thing that makes her snap out of it is when she says, when Purgatory makes her try to believe that she killed her own mother, which she didn't do, and that's when she snapped. She said that never happened.
It's cracking me up. I'm laughing at you right now.
Yes, you are, Joe.
Oh,
Yes, you are.
No, nothing would happen. Not at you.
I am. I could be the bad guy.
This is a really wicked cover. Okay, check that out.
That's cool.
Yes, that's very nice.
Another one. It's connected with
Alright, now I'm laughing at
Give me that.
Put it away.
This is the one where she kills everybody in hell. She's trying.
Do not open it.
Do not touch.
And
Nice feature.
she's trying to get back to Earth. Purgatory is trying to kill Lady Death so that she can get Lucifer's power. In the end, Lady Death has killed Purgatory, or so they think. And how it ends is this.
Is there a certificate of authenticity? Oh no, that's something else.
This is
Oh my god, the
Sorry.
rat got sucked in there.
this is Purgatory. And apparently she's still alive considering she just ate a rat.
Except she's a big pool of blood.
Yes.
Ew.
Yeah, isn't that
Wow.
No, it's a death certificate.
for this comic? It's dead, yeah.
No, it's a sticker, Chris.
Oh.
Scotch tape it.
And back to you.
Let's
You're
go
gonna keep
back.
watching,
And
aren't
I'm
you?
signing off. Back to you.
I'm sure we don't have enough time to go into Marvel or DC, so we'll be back with part 2.
Peace and chicken grease, guys.
Oh, God.
And a nice big wallop with the comic book hitting him in the
No,
face.
you're not. Don't you dare. See you guys in the next part. See you guys in the next part where we'll be doing Marvel and DC. Catch you guys there.
Yeah.